Nationalism was a prevalent cultural belief system that became popular in the late 18th century and served a prominent role in the 19th, 20th, and even the 21st centuries. Nationalism is the belief that people should be loyal mainly to their own nation in which they reside, share culture, or share history. Nationalism may often have a negative connotation since it often acts without regard to other nations. However, this does not always have to be the case. Please pause the video and take a moment to look over some major definitions that fit into nationalism. All these definitions are characteristics that may unite a group of people and build ideas of nationalism. Nationalism includes some positive results as well as negative results. Some of the positives may be people overcoming common differences to unite together for a common good, the overthrow of colonial rule, the formation of democratic governments, and competition among nations spurring new technological and scientific advances. However, the negative results of nationalism may include forced assimilation, acceptance of a majority culture. Other problems include ethnic cleansing of minority groups, the rise of extremist movements, and competition between nations leading to war. In brief, some empires that were toppled as a result of nationalism allowed new nations with different ethnic backgrounds to emerge. The Austro-Hungarian Empire, Ottoman Empire, and the Russian Empire all fell due in part to a disorder from multiple ethnic backgrounds being forced under one government rule. The Russian Empire had Poles, Ukrainians, Turks, Jews, Finns, Russians, and Romanians. For 400 years, the Russian monarchy attempted to Russify Russia by imposing Russian culture on all ethnic groups. In 1917, in the midst of World War I, the Russian Empire fell into the hands of the Communist Party, who took advantage of the cultural differences and Russia's struggles during World War I. We'll talk about this further in a later unit. World War I was also the last struggle for the Ottoman Empire, which was made up of Greeks, Slavs, Arabs, Bulgarians, and Armenians. After World War I, these different cultural groups split into their own individual nationalistic nations. Although nationalism can be a divider, it can also be a unifier. Two examples of this in the 19th century are Italy and Germany. We will talk about Germany in brief here and discuss Italy in the future. Before German unification in 1871, Germany was split into approximately 39 separate nation-states. After unification, Germany extended its power and size. Prussia, one of the 39 nation-states, was the main driving force behind German unification. Germany united under a common language, common history, common culture, and rise of nationalistic ideas after the defeat of Napoleon. With the rise of nationalism throughout the 19th century, power shifted across Europe. In 1814, after the Congress of Vienna, 5 empires controlled power in Europe: Britain, France, Austria, Prussia, and Russia. After the rise of nationalism in the 19th century, 2 nations stood as the powerhouses: Britain and Germany. This will help further imperialism and the rise of World War I, which will be discussed in a future unit.